Well, hello there, everyone. Excellent. Right, so we're here, and we're still, well, we're still here. Yeah, as WJMMM says, yeah, bear market. Here we are. Brilliant. Yeah, okay, Nick's here as well. And I did notice Scotty's comment earlier on, which was like 12 o'clock already. Am I stuck in the middle of a dream? Am I watching Saber Crypto with maff in the latest live stream? But I can't be late because then I guess I won't get paid. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you stop watching the stream, it's all over. So yeah, you've got to be doing that. I'm on my own just at the moment. Maff is a bit late. In fact, I think we're all a bit late, aren't we? Sort of. Well, obviously not you lot because you're here, but yeah. Yeah, so I had my weekend away. It was great. Apart from I got stuck in a traffic jam on the M5 on the way up to Hertfordshire, and I don't even know what it was. There wasn't a crash. It was like I think it was described as a welfare incident. So I don't know what that was, but I believe somebody saw someone on a bridge, and then someone saw people walking on the motorway, whatever. But they shut it in both directions, you know. So it was, so everyone went through Bristol, and I was in traffic in Bristol for like 4 hours. It was just like ridiculous. It was. Anyway, it's actually the worst traffic jam I've ever been in my life, you know. And I've been alive a long time, and I've lived in a lot of different countries and driven a lot of places, and that was the worst ever. Anyway, so I did my show on Friday night. That was great fun. That was really good fun. Then I saw some friends on Saturday, and that was really good fun as well. And then I came back yesterday morning, and I was a bit knackered, so I sort of went to bed and had a bit of sleep when I got home. But anyway, I'm all kind of fresh now. But I just got out of the shower, so I'm actually I'm not very dressed, so just as well I haven't got the camera on. I will get it on soon though. But yeah. Anyway, manic Monday indeed, Kaz. Okay, right. So what we're looking at, well, before maff gets here, let's look at what I'm looking at, and then when maff turns up, we'll see what he thinks as well. I mean, I think it is worth, looking at the CME gap from last weekend, because it is bloody huge. It is this big old thing. Oops. So I also got not my breakfast, so I got a bit of toast in front of me and a jar of Marmite. So I think when maff starts talking, I'll munch me some Marmite on toast. Let me just check the stream's all right. So I normally monitor it on the other computer, but I'm all over the place today for some reason. Right, that's working. That's great. Okay, awesome. Wicked. Scotty saying, I will not be shaken out. Well, good to hear that, mate. Brilliant. Yeah, so we got this CME gap that that formed last weekend, and it is big. You know, we've actually got to go to get back to close it. We've actually got. That didn't work, did it? What's going on? Oh. Why didn't my thingy work? No, it does. Right, let's try that again. Yeah, so from where we are, what is going on? I've not got dodgy internet again. Let me close a few tabs. Things I don't need. Better not. Oh, I've got StreamYard open twice. That's probably not good. Okay. Right. Let's try that again. Let's turn the magnet off. So I want the measury thing. Yeah. Okay. So to close the CME gap, we've got to go up 8.24%. Which doesn't sound that much, but that's like $6,500. Yeah. Okay. Well, it'll probably happen sometime, won't it? It's just a matter of when, really. Let's have a look at the price of Bitcoin. What do I normally look at? I normally look at the whatever layout I've got on this one, don't I? Yeah, because there was a few things I'd spotted. Right, so here I'd obviously drawn that double bottom. I don't know. The problem there with that, I don't know when I drew that, but the problem with that is that sounds like maff turning up. You there, maff?
Hello. Yeah,
hello
just
there.
joined.
Okay, excellent. I'm just saying I'm a bit rushed myself, actually. Sort of I've been out this morning and just got back, had a shower, and not got dressed yet. So just about I've not got the camera on.
Yeah. Well, that's okay because I'm actually not dressed either.
What?
I'm in my night clothing.
Are you?
My nightwear.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I won't reveal what that actually is, but but yeah, it's been a ridiculously busy morning.
Okay.
Just a bit non-stop really. Haven't even had a chance to get properly dressed.
So what do we all reckon? Do you reckon Maff's got like Rupert the Bear pajamas or something like that?
Would it be Rupert? Probably not Rupert. No, not Rupert the Bear. That's a vicious rumor. I'll deny it. Anyway, whatever. Let's move on.
I think I did used to when I was a kid. Actually, I think I had some like Rupert the Bear sort of pajamas. Anyway, but yeah, they won't fit me anymore.
That unusually threw me, didn't it?
Yeah. You probably weren't expecting, Rupert the Bear this morning.
No, true. Yeah.
We're just while you're here, but thanks very much for doing Friday. Yeah, sorry I tried to. That was a really bad idea of mine to try and do a live stream on my phone. It's just like it just doesn't work really. So,
once you'd pulled over, it's fine, isn't it?
No, but what I had to do, because I tried doing it with just my phone once I'd pulled over, and that didn't work either because you sounded all distorted. So I was thinking, I'm sure I don't sound very good either. So what I did was I got my laptop out the back of the car, and then I put my phone on the hotspot, and I kind of connected my laptop through the hotspot, on my phone, and that seemed to work all right, because I was in like a service station. So I'm thinking they probably had like reasonable, like maybe 5G or something. So that worked all right. So that's what I'll do in future if we end up in that situation. But trying to do stuff on the move. You would think on a motorway, you would think you'd actually have pretty good coverage, but it isn't really. You get to like, parts of like Somerset and stuff. It just drops out completely. And
wild,
yeah. In this day and age and all that.
Yeah, well, I suppose literally in the wilds there, going to those when you get to
Somerset. Well, yeah, but it's got a motorway going through it, so it can't be that. It's not like it's the middle of nowhere, But you would think, a motorway thing. Right, I was just going to briefly talking about Bitcoin, actually, funny enough. I found this old chart where I'd obviously drawn a double bottom in a while ago, hadn't I? Which I don't think that's valid, because when this right cheek is lower than the left one, it kind of means that it's probably not gonna bounce. However, I had marked in these levels here, and one of them was the April 2025 low, which is actually amazingly near my birthday, actually, and it seemed like quite unfair at the time. But that did so close come down to that. I think you can pretty much say it did, really, can't you? This is the Bybit chart.
Basically, it's within $1 or $2, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can probably find an exchange where it did it, But so there's that, and I just talked about the CME gap, which is $6,500 above us at the moment, which is obviously quite a stretch, really. So I can't be massively long today. So should we just do the thing and get on with it? And do you want to tell me some things?
Sure. Okay. Sounds like the way to go.
If you have something prepared. Oh, we normally go through the comments first, don't we? But I think I've done that. Apart from, shall I do it for a change?
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
I can try and get sorted in the meantime.
Right. I've said hello to Kaz and Nick and Scotty and all that. CD, hello. Brilliant. Scotty's not determined not to be shaken out. That's good. XMR hit bullish retracement line perfectly on 1 day spot. Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Okay.
That's
nice.
Okay. PJ's with like mass equation on us. Yeah, probably ought to be some sort of sci-fi. It's probably got a Star Trek pajama. Yeah.
Well, it'd be maths equations, but the answers are all wrong or something.
Okay. And Scotty, can we take a look so later? Yeah. Didn't it go below $100? I think it did, didn't it?
It did briefly, yeah. I think it sort of spiked down.
Yeah,
So
okay.
definitely have a look at that. So if
All
you
right.
talk about for, I mean, yeah, I'll have a look at that in a bit. But for spot buying, probably just DCA, just dollar cost average on that, I would think, and just
Yeah.
would be the thing. Because if you talk about like long term buying, it's like, where's the market? You know, the market's just going to be all over the place for that duration. But
Yeah.
overall, you'll end up ahead, I think.
Right. Excellent. Anyway, let's do this.
Actually, I think I set up my share at the ready, but I think I accidentally grabbed the stage.
That's all right. It's fine. That's fine.
But just very quickly, that jolly fellow monster that we saw prancing around the screen, just pirouetting around the screen, is Quadzilla, and that's our premium indicator that we produce here on the channel, and it's truly astonishing in its accuracy and consistency of that accuracy, and you can get it for the princely sum. Princely means a lot, doesn't it? Princely sum for the for the pauperly sum of £60 a month if you're paying yearly, or if you're paying monthly, then it's £80 a month, which is still pauperly. It's still very cheap, and you get a whole lot of stuff in that, which you'll see as we go through the TA and things now. So with that little bit of shilling out of the way, should put you back onto the station. There you go. So
we can do if you want. Yeah. I mean, so I've been just looking at Bitcoin on. I've been trying to work out if this actually is a bounce or not. So I've been, looking at lower time frames like that, and then excuse me, and then look at that with, trying to see some sort of bullishness in these EMAs. I don't think it's going to go up loads, but we did get that cross on the 12-minute this morning at about sort of 9:30. I was actually out. Actually, it was. Yeah, it's funny actually. I went to the gym because I've started doing that again. And I had my phone, but I didn't have my headphones, so I was kind of like just trying to, sort of, I don't know. I wasn't like listening to anyone, because I used to listen to like random sort of YouTubers and get their opinion on what's happening, sort of thing. So I couldn't really do that. So I was just sort of staring at the chart really, and I kept sort of inching up the time frames. So I thought, oh, that's crossed over there on this yellow and green. That's the 21 and 55.
Yeah.
EMAs. They crossed over on the 15-minute. They did that about 10 o'clock. So I thought I'll go a little bit higher. And I think I'm up to like the 20-minute now, I think, which is still looking. But I know at some point, if I keep doing that, they will get to the bit where they won't cross, and then it will come down, And I'm kind of hoping that will, give us a sort of like a bit more of a solid sort of sign that, it's going to go back down again. So I don't know if that's going to fit in with anything that you're going to say.
I mean, does that the retracement channel they got there on the right? This kind of started. Does the 50%? So the retracement channel above it. So like the red and the green basically.
So
I
haven't got that
the 50%? Well, it's right there. You got it showing. It's visible. So if you squish the price axis a bit, the other way around, squish it rather than expand it. So like make it, that way. So you got the 50% line, the dashed line. I was just curious to know if that is that. Just say that's a 20. Can't see it. Is that the 20-minute? You're on there.
Yeah, 20 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So because you were nudging up the time frames and things.
yeah,
So,
just so I
like,
can see what's crossing. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So like, I was just curious if the 50% line lines up with anything.
Do you mean the retracement channels?
Yes, that's what I said.
I can't see them there.
Can't you? It's visible. What
What's going on? Oh
what's
God, that's really
what
weird.
monitor are you using? Is it just a laptop monitor, or is it up to
Yeah,
a?
it's the monitor in me. It's a 13
I mean,
inch
like the laptop screen, or is it an actual
screen.
screen
Yeah.
you plugged into?
No, it's oh God, how weird. Let me just so weird when that happens. I don't know. I've obviously got the contrast set funny. It's a 13-inch MacBook Air.
Screen.
Sorry, I forgot where it is now. Retracement, no.
Next one down.
Channels.
Yeah.
These ones, yeah, because I sometimes inch these up a little bit. So that probably look too much on yours.
Garish.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
Well,
I mean, I can see them now. Do they seem like over the top now or not?
No, they're fine actually. Yeah,
Okay.
Probably more visible for anyone else watching as well. So yeah, the 50% level on that dash line. Yeah, I was just curious what that lines up with, if anything, on the left.
On the left. Well, you got this bullish retracement here, 82,400.
So is that, and also kind of, so just the way the price was ranging above that, the bullish level there, the retracement level. So that's is kind of a fair value zone, I suppose, that 50% level. So it does mean that the old price magnet thing, it kind of like evens out, and that's where it lands up at that sort of range, around that level. So, and that's exactly what had happened on the left. So it seems plausible that the price might well just kind of want to return to that level, and it'd be the same sort of thing again. So we might well see that.
Okay. So what you're thinking, maybe a bit more up?
Well, yeah. So, actually, I did. In fact, there's probably something I can talk about in a second, because I posted into the Discord this morning. Just there's like a couple of different likely scenarios that I was seeing.
I saw that, yeah.
But they both, think about it now, because they both kind of involve up initially. Just one would go up like for longer, just to a higher price. The other one would be like a little kind of mini rally and come back down.
Okay.
But so in either case, probably up. But obviously that, unless the price goes down, you just don't really know. So yeah,
it'll probably go up unless the price goes down. Yeah, I reckon so. Actually,
essentially, yeah.
I reckon you're 100% correct there. Yeah. So I don't know. This is all because of is it the government shutdown? Is that what's done this, or was it the sort of overbuying of gold and silver? Because the actual
they've tanked big time, haven't they?
I mean, the traditional markets have tanked massively, which is it's normally like crypto suffers worse, and I think like the amount of money disappeared from like TradFi is incredible. Actually, I think it's huge.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things. I mean, that there was. I mean, from the crypto side, there was the itchy head, right where the headphone strap was. There was the appointment of the not the SEC, the Fed chair, isn't it? I've forgotten his name now, but the hawkish guy, Mr. Hawks, enters the room. So because he's pro Bitcoin supposedly, but he's anti risk on assets, and he so that doesn't quite add up. But he's also very pro tightening. Yeah. So basically, it's kind of like, so if he's going to be very strict about the economy, like he's going to be a bit of a Debbie Downer, he's not going to let us have all the the big shiny expensive toys that we pay for with loans that we can't really afford and don't really intend to pay back. So in other words, he's going to tighten the economy, apparently, which won't be too good for it's not quite what we want to be seeing them just play fast and loose with the economy, take risks, crash things,
Yeah.
so that we can make some money.
Actually, I was going to ask you something, or anybody in the chat, actually, because I saw Wiz DeVolt doing something the other day, and he was looking at things where, like, you compare something with somebody else. You compare something with something else that isn't like a normal pair, So,
Okay.
so what he was doing, he was getting, for example, like, say you got Borg, like, Swiss Borg or whatever.
Yeah.
Then he was doing like the sort of divide symbol there, and then putting BTC there, right? And then you hit return. You don't actually pick one of these.
Right.
I think that works. It does. Right. So that actually shows you. Well, actually shows you Borg versus BTC.
But where's it come from?
I know it's got this OMXSTO. No, I don't know what that is. I don't know how to find out.
I think surely it has to have that pair map something, because it's coming from a source. So it would have to pick both sides of the pair,
right,
to do that. So, don't know.
I mean, but I don't know if that's correct. I think it actually is, because I know the price of Borg has been coming down versus BTC.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you just put in like Borg BTC,
I don't think. No, you get nothing on crypto.
Or how about maybe it's a weird index thing or something, I don't know.
Oh,
if
okay.
you tap all, yeah.
No, nothing there.
Okay. Oh, maybe he's onto something then.
Yeah, because then I started thinking, well, can you do like, Borg ETH?
Yeah, it's Borg / cornflakes, whatever.
Yeah, you see, when I've always done
asset pairs that can't be traded, in effect.
Yeah,
but I suppose they're still useful if you're doing like a performance comparison, that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, that seems to work. Like Borg versus Tesla.
Okay, how many Borgs would it take to buy a Tesla?
Quite a lot. But anyway, I don't know what that OMXSTO is. I've no idea, actually. Anyway, if anybody knows more about doing that sort of thing, sort of, I could see it being quite good fun. Good fun in the way that if you're actually thinking like, for example, I've got a load of Borg, but should I sort of be buying, I don't know, cattle stock with it or something, so you'd be looking at Borg versus what is the cattle one? Is it I can't think now. No. Oh, like cattle. Pepper. Oh, okay. There might be that, actually. So can you do that? You can.
Borg cattle will be assimilated, I guess.
Yeah. So you think, right, I might sell some Borg and buy some cows. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I didn't realize you could do that, and because I knew you could do something like that, but what I've been doing, I've been going like, Tesla / cattle. And then I've been looking down here, and obviously, like, you pick out cattle or something. That's not what you want. But at that point, you just press return. It comes up with that chart, which I can't quite think why it'd be useful right at the moment. But
but keep it around, because it might come in handy one day.
Yeah. Well, it'd be the sort of thing that if you decided, like, well, here, if I'm going to sell my Tesla stock and buy cattle. And do that kind of thing. Anyway, I just thought I'd I'd ask if anybody knows what that's about, because that one hasn't got the OMX thing. That's got Aranti, which sounds like error, doesn't it? So I don't actually know what it is. Maybe it is somewhere where
so these are definitely coming from somewhere. It's just they don't show up if you specifically just look for that as a pair
correct,
ticker symbol thing.
Yeah. So if I came here, I don't know, that one there, Trade Gate maybe. Mm-hmm. If I did that, then you just get the cattle chart.
Yeah.
Which is doing rather well, by the way.
Buy cows.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
So, there you go. Anyway.
So, presumably then, because I don't think that cattle, like cows, are actually fungible in that sense. So, because one cow is not really just like any other cow, is it? So, I mean, is it cattle stock in a company, or?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was there was a bit when I was on the Stonksy channel, and like Wiz used to do sort of, he used to come on, he used to like find like really weird things to trade, like, you know, Weatherspoons and all that sort of thing. And then at one point he was doing pigs, and then he was doing cattle, and like just like really weird stuff, you know, and it is stuff that you can trade on platforms like Pepperstone, you know. But yeah, so
but they are stocks. They're not. You're not buying like half a cow, half a fungible cow, or anything like that.
I don't really know how it
divisible?
Works.
Yeah.
I don't really know how it works, actually. Don't really know.
I'd want the top half, not the bottom half. No, the bottom half would be better anyway, because it's the rump, isn't it? So.
Like a bit of rump, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, anyway, moving on. So, all sorts of things popped into my head then. I just can't say any of them.
It's probably more valuable, the bottom half, actually, you know. And
well, that's what they say. Yeah.
Yeah. Although, if you're ever a pantomime horse, I'd prefer it to be the top, I think.
Oh God, yeah. Could you imagine? Yeah. Okay. So, in fact, while that was happening, there were some actually quite sensible comments going on in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Quick look at those. Because one thing, because I guess we were talking about why things are just dumping, and obviously gold and silver is dumping as well. Rumors online, JP Morgan manipulated. When do they not manipulate? The precious metals dump, then closed all the shorts at the bottom. Yeah, quite likely, I'd say. I mean, I'm not saying they did or didn't. It's just, it seems like the sort of thing that they seem to do. CDs saying Germany may be withdrawing gold from the US. Potential for a cascade of withdrawals. Bank run, signalling a lack of trust in the US government. Didn't Europe ask for its gold off the USA before, and the USA told them no, you can't have it. Not sure, but not a good look rather. They told them they could come look at it, but no touching. Don't touch what you can't afford.
Because it's full of polystyrene.
Basically, just the illusion would go pop, basically. So, and no sample taking. That is kind of weird. So, like the US allegedly holds gold in their vaults, but who knows? So that kind of right, because like in the UK we just seem to do this thing where we like to sell at the bottom. I mean, there was the brown bottom, wasn't there? With Gordon Brown, who kind of famously sold or infamously sold gold right at the bottom, and just as he did that, obviously the price started to move kind of virtually up in a straight line. So it's like, thanks for that.
Cool. Anyway,
so slightly.
Do you want to take the screen for a bit, or?
Sure.
I'd love to hear someone else's opinion about everything, really.
Sure, let's do that. So if I remove you and add me, still showing Quadzilla. So quick reminder, if anyone's just joined, get Quadzilla. You won't regret it, and it will honestly just pay for itself within the first trade or two. It just does. It's that good. So unless you still trade really badly with it. I'm not saying you do now, but you know what I mean. So also very quickly, just before I switch to all of the things, I want to quickly mention that there's a new Maftopia deep dive video coming out a bit later on today, which is basically all about ClaudeBot and OpenClaw and Maltbook as well. And this whole thing about these AI agents who suddenly have extreme agency and autonomy as allowed by their human owners, who don't seem to be keeping their AI bots on a particularly short leash, and the things that these AI agents have ended up doing is really quite astonishing and a little bit scary, and it may already be a bit too late to put the AI genie back into the bottle. Is out there, in the cloud. So there's a video all about that later on. So get subscribed to Maftopia on YouTube if you wouldn't mind, and you'll see that. So yeah, what are we doing? Bitcoin and stuff. So yeah, the other thing about the potential kind of just the way that the price has been dropping, like particularly, so like on the daily, gold's just crashed, didn't it? At pretty much round about the same time as silver, because I think usually silver tends to crash first and then gold follows on quite quickly afterwards. But this time they seem to have done it virtually at the same time, I think. Although that said, gold's been recovering quite nicely today, albeit it kind of did that yesterday and then lower load, and there's still quite some distance yet to go in the day. I guess the US markets should be waking up and getting started pretty soon, and just curious if maybe on the 2 hour, if that's primarily the US that are kind of driving the price down, and then the Europe and Asia markets are then just kind of like pushing it back up again, only for the US to wake up again. Because I do remember that happening quite consistently with Bitcoin for a while, like in Q4 last year. But so that when it started dumping there, so that was UK time, 1 a.m. on Friday. Was the US market still open then? I suppose it would have been.
What time?
1 a.m. 1 a.m. UK time.
Yeah.
On a Friday. Yeah.
No, it's not open, is it? It doesn't open until 2:30.
No, on Friday at 1 a.m.
Oh, 1 a.m.
Yeah, with the US market has still been open.
No, it's shut then.
Shut by then. So it'd be the Asia market, essentially, that was dumping gold at that point.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. Sorry, US. I take
although
back
it wouldn't,
what I just said.
No, it wouldn't, though, would it? Because that would be Saturday morning, wouldn't it?
Well, it would have been the. Oh yeah. Okay. So don't know then. Just I guess 24-hour market then, I assume. So who is trading at 1 a.m. on a Friday anyway? Oh no, sorry. Yeah, Friday 1 a.m. So not like Friday night going into Saturday.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That is the Asian market. Yeah.
So so it's that, and then before that, this is just on the 2 hourly. Before that big dump was in fact also 1 a.m. Actually, that's because it was just looking at the same one. Let's try again. This one, Thursday. All right, Thursday 3 p.m. UK time. That's a bit more USA. Dumping the market there, and then the Asia market, I guess, just kind of picked up on that. So we can dump the market too. So they did that down, and Friday, UK, Europe were having a go as well. So just the world was just giving gold a really hard time in the latter half of last week, but then that down to 5 a.m. Monday. So the start of this week today, a bit more dumpage, but now this kind of fairly strong reversal. It's so 7 a.m. this morning, UK time. So we saw that dump down. Funnily enough, looking at it now, so still on the 2 hour, the price came down, touched that bullish retracement level, bounced back up, nice, retested, dropped below it, touched the next one, wicked down a little bit, as it tends to do, bounced back up again. So far it hasn't needed to come down to this one. And also it clearly kind of toyed around with that 50% line of the retracement channel between that bullish level down there and that bearish level up there. So this forms kind of a fair value area just there. So it clearly just kind of moved into that, and it's just kind of probably because the influence of that up there, that down there, open orders and so on. It's just kind of wanting to return to this level halfway between the two. So it kind of balances out. So it's pushed up now into here. It's pushed up past the 9 EMA. And so if that can close, how long has it got left? 20 minutes of the 2 hour candle. If that can close above the 9 EMA and remaining in the upper half, the premium half of that retracement channel, then gold could actually continue to recover a bit during the day. Whether it gets all the way back up to here and then just bounces down again, I guess we'll see. So at this stage, it is just like, is that a mere blip, in the scheme of things, or are we going to see a bit of like it's going to lick its wounds and go sideways for a little while? I doubt it'll drop much further than that, to be honest. So it's that those silver, which was a bit more brutal, really, in how it crashed. But now just angular, the EMAs went for that, just like, oh no, round the corner we go, skidding round the corner. So same sort of thing, just daily. If you look, a similar thing, just look on the 2 hour. That's kind of interesting there. Gives us some details to work with. So the price came up to the 50%, the fair value line, kind of tested it, bounced back down. So in other words, got rejected there. Wasn't able to bounce back up into the more bullish kind of premium price level for that. Price area, rather. At the moment, it's testing the 9 EMA, kind of like wanting to break up through it, but not really managing it. Also interesting, it came down, just perfectly tested that retracement level, bounced off it. How about that? So it's possible we might see some kind of reaction, maybe when it gets to there, or just if it doesn't get above the 9 EMA. And just in which case it might well come down to this one as well and bounce from there. So all right, it's a little bit of a foray into gold and silver there. But yeah, just how much did it drop overall? 40% drop.
That's mad.
That is mad. So in the course of a single day there, it dropped 37%. God, yeah. I like not so long ago, not so many years ago, I totally would have been one of the people buying up here. I would have been the exit liquidity.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
Yeah,
me too. I did have twinges of it last week. Actually, I was thinking like, oh,
the FOMO. It's the FOMO.
Yeah. I thought no, because that's a stupid thing to do. And I remember you saying the other day, like, sort of having a word with yourself, sort of, because Sometimes, you do things and then you think, I know that in 5 minutes' time, I'm going to say, you idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you ever feel like that, just don't do the thing that makes you think that.
Yeah. It's surprisingly simple advice, but surprisingly profound. And it really does kind of affect how you kind of just run with things, I suppose. I was just checking the live viewers. So we've got the lion's share today is on YouTube. So thank you guys, everyone, guys and gals, everyone who's watching on YouTube. On X, you've got a few more today on the Save the Crypto account on X.
Nice.
Mafftopia on X is like, well, it's one behind at the moment. So come on, speed up. Somebody else start watching on Mafftopia, please.
Yeah, just if you're watching on your phone, open up your laptop and log in with a different account.
Yeah, just open multiple tabs. That's the way to do it. Probably not, but if you wouldn't mind. So
I don't think that works actually. But,
what doesn't?
If you open a different tab and try and log in with a different account on X.
Okay. You might be able to do it just on the same account. I mean, you could open up a, like a privacy window, I guess.
Yeah.
A nefarious window, and then just kind of log in on that, I guess. Or you'd also, I guess, you could open thingamajigs profiles. You have different profiles and so on, but that's a lot of faff, isn't it? Just to try and cheat the algorithm a little bit.
Just to try and make you look better than me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now you mention it, that's yeah. I fully support any effort in that. No. Bitcoin. So should we have a quick look at Bitcoin then? So this is pretty much the screenshot that I posted into the Discord this morning. It's kind of a continuation of when I posted in there whenever it was. Was it day before? Maybe Saturday. So essentially what had happened was, sorry, let's move that again, resize. What had happened was this line here that I'd drawn in like quite a while ago, saying like, okay, this is going to be like one of the lines in the sand. And interestingly, Bitcoin just kind of dropped down, kind of virtually just touched it perfectly, bounced away, tested it again, bounced away, good support. This time dropped down and perfectly touched this next line down here. So, I mean, on that one, it almost touched that line, not quite, but I think that was where I drew it, or around about there, because just seeing that had come in and touched down on that line. And there are similar lines back there so like there, that's essentially where these two levels came from. So that was back in like April, where the price kind of came down, closed at that level, but also wicked down to this level like a couple of times. So, and then over here there was liquidity there that it kind of drew. What did I current? Is that just a horizontal line going back forever? Yeah, it is. In fact, look at it. It was almost kind of relevant back there as well. So, yeah, with that in mind, is that the bottom for the time being? Is that the Bitcoin low, at least for this phase of the market? So, and this is really where I was talking about. This could be so like there are potentially two scenarios there, where Bitcoin could kind of go into a bit of a mini rally, maybe up to this like 88 at 990 sort of, actually with 90, yeah, potentially up to 90, but then kind of reject and come back down and probably go lower. If it went lower, that 62 and a half might be on the card, 62.4. So that's one scenario. The other one I was seeing was if that genuinely is the low, and Bitcoin begins its actual rally, which would, I'd be tempted to draw it like this, to the moon for a little while. But no, it's
that was better than the one where you go up and then the time goes backwards.
that's very true. Yeah, we need kind of a animated emoji or something, or just a clock running backwards really quickly. But yeah, so I think given that in previous cycles, the price is virtually, invariably just done this relief rally and come up and touch this, which is the 200 SMA on the daily, the blue line. So, but of course it's likely that we're just going to kind of see that happening again. But when is the question? Because obviously the longer it takes, the lower this line is going to be, which is kind of there. So one scenario is that, another scenario of that was kind of more like that. It's kind of more following that one at the moment, isn't it? So if that happens, that one. So if we did see scenario one was just up a bit, bounce around here somewhere, and then down to there, that line, and then up. By then, that's going to be kind of like more like that, isn't it? So it wouldn't really go very far. Maybe up to 91, 92 could be the relief rally. Amazing, that we all waited for up here when the price is around about 100, like 100 or in the 90s. So that there'll be the final kind of just anticlimactic thing about this, about this this bull market this time round. So that would seem quite fitting, really. So that's that. Or if this follows scenario 2, and this actually is the relief rally happening right now, then rather than dipping down there, it might kind of just, got that wrong. Try again. It might come up like that and bounce off wherever that's going to be, which might be around about 100, which would seem kind of a little bit more just like what it should be, really. And then that'll make nice headlines on CoinDesk and so on. Just Bitcoin tries to reclaim 100k and bounces away, and that's the end of days. Blah blah blah. See you in a few years. So either of those, I think, is kind of on the cards in a way. Is that right? High probability. So why is I know it's totally out of context, but just was that meant to go into a separate chat window or something? Was it? Hope it wasn't related to that. Or maybe
it was what I said about people joining X on a different account so they could vote.
Oh, right, yeah.
They could give you a like, so you'd actually win sort of over me.
Yeah.
So you could appear better than me.
You think you're better than me?
Which you are, but like,
no. Honestly. So greetings from North Wales. Yeah. I hail from southwest Wales. So welcome to anyone who's in any part of Wales, really. The rest of you can off.
Yeah,
Not really.
the only Welsh-friendly crypto channel.
Yeah, it's true. It's just that, unfortunately, it's unfriendly to everybody else. Not at all. So we even welcome Irish people. So yeah, Crit today. Hi all. Hey, hi all. Absolutely, hi, everybody. We're very inclusive.
Did you change the thumbnail for the stream today?
No.
Didn't you?
Oh. No. Oh no, I posted one. It was just like an old thumbnail I had lying around.
Oh, I see.
So,
okay.
So I just randomly grabbed that just for that X post.
Oh, right.
That I did.
Yeah. No, I just looked because I had my old logo on, and I was.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was literally like thumbnail size in the file browser when I was grabbing it.
Okay. So, right. Okay. Yeah. Right. I'll excuse you.
Sure. So good day,
by
lads
the
from
way,
Townsville.
his name was Kevin Walsh, by the way, the name you were looking for.
Oh yeah, the Fed guy,
Yeah,
Mr. Hawks. Yeah,
yeah, Kevin Walsh. Yeah.
yeah. So okay, good day, lads from Townsville. We are so back. Live stream. Yeah. I would love it if it was. It's more of the lamenting, hear the lamentations of the women stream. So lots of red in the US pre-market prices today. Yeah. Afternoon. Gordon Brown knows. Doesn't surprise me one bit. It really doesn't. But oh my God, that poor woman anyway, whoever's involved in that. But if you were allocated Gordon Brown, oh my God. Anyway, probably let's not go there. But yeah, so oh yeah, that was a brief little sojourn back through the latest chat comments. I'm a bit depressed now. All these,
About what?
just the state of the world, our ruling class, all that kind of stuff. Bitcoin is kind of, still crashing, really. It's a little blip. Silver's crashing, gold's crashing, the stock market's crashing. Can I say anything else to cheer everyone up, by the way? Just
let's cheer us up. Swissborg's all right.
I don't own any Swissborg anymore. I sold it all.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's depressing then. Oh, we told Scotty we'd look at Solana, didn't we? I suppose.
Yeah, let's do that.
Solana's up a little bit.
Yeah, and see, these lines suggest that it could go up even further or down. So okay. In fact, I'm just going to just delete all of my. No. Actually, that looks like a good scribble. I was going to delete all my old scribbles, but now I'm just thinking maybe I'll just keep those there for a moment. See what this was all about. Yeah, okay. I'll delete these ones because they're pretty random, to be honest. Even that one. Oh, mind you, was that 100? Oh, 199. Yeah, that'll be the day. That'll be the day. Going all the way up there. Certainly not today. So now what's really interesting here, I'm glad I kept this one, is that this, I guess, essentially an order block, very long-term one, so still on the daily, kind of hailed all the way back to, or hearkened even, all the way back to, December. Oh, sorry, December 2023. Okay, so that is quite some distance. So price came down, touched that low, and although you can't really quite see it there, I'll just hide the just for a moment. There's a Quadzilla retracement level right there that would have started drawing back here, and it's kind of saying, yeah, the price is going to come back down to this level. Doink, and it did. And in fact, the price, because as I was saying before, these levels generally remain consistent throughout. So like even after they've kind of finished or stopped out or whatever, that the level itself is still very relevant. So in fact, the price has just kind of come down and virtually touched that one again, just over here, slightly above it, but basically that. So given that started drawing back in 2023, that's not bad. So, the price is going to touch down here. Then sure enough, like 3 years, 2.5 or whatever years later. So if I put this back on. So what we've seen then, just in the last couple of days, is the price dip down again into that same order block and rebound. And yeah, so I think if it can just get back above that, I think if it drops below that line, which is basically kind of the 94, 95, then that would be rather bad, let's say, for Solana. Was I calling it Bitcoin just then? Anyway,
yeah,
probably, yeah. So Solana. So if it did do that, we'd be seeing levels kind of down anywhere around here, really. Certainly into the 70s. Be a bit of a 70s revival for Solana if that happens. So we don't really want to see it drop below 95. Yeah. So I should switch off the SMA on that one. What's that telling us? That level just there. Not a huge amount of move. I think that could turn out to be a viable level if the Solana price can kind of work its way back up, get through these sorts of levels here, this range, because that almost certainly is going to be resistance just there. If we looked maybe at the fib retracement, maybe from that top and down, I'll try it from there first and see if that gives us anything much of relevance. A little bit. It's probably drawn it a little bit too far, but yeah. So it kind of confirms a bit that. Kind of make that a bit more visible. It kind of confirms a bit that as long as the price can get back up through and just out of this kind of murky order block just there, it's going to see resistance there. 125, you never know, might get there. So it might well just rebound off 125 to be honest, and not get any further for this phase of the market at the moment. If it breaks above there, maybe that would be support for a little while, but it's still got to then get it through these, got to get it through the 0.618, 149, and that kind of ties in a bit with, there's obviously just like sideways movements along there, through there. So that's kind of a, and the price even dipped down to the 618 there and bounced away, and again there. So the good old 50%, not really a fib level. There, nothing much really happening there. And then, good luck if we get back up to this level, 183, and so on. So yeah, the interesting stuff is around here, really, isn't it? And just like, and obviously here, is it going to get back above, 111 in this case? If you can just smash out through there convincingly, it might stand a chance of recovering a bit more. Obviously, it's going to depend on what Bitcoin is doing, really, and the rest of the financial market, really, as well. So I think, just a bit randomly, just thinking about it, because people were talking about the stock market crashing a bit as well. So look at that still on the daily. Yeah, that's taken a bit of a tumble, isn't it? From Wednesday. I guess they haven't reopened yet, have they? For today. So it'd be kind of interesting to see if when they do open in hour and a half, I guess maybe an hour if it's like pre-market and so on. Then just it's dallying with the 9 EMA again. That it turns out so like it's right in there in the middle of the game pitch. Just getting involved, getting it head. Not quite sure what sport I'm describing, but I don't know, probably water polo, but synchronized swimming. Maybe. Just getting involved, getting the head in there, and burrowing in. So so the 9 EMA is right, just bang in the centre of that quite titchy candle body, just there. So if when the market does open again, quite soon, just be interested to see if that turns out to be a level that it is actually going to just reject off and just like drop, do that down, or is it going to just push above the 9 EMA and do that? So this is just I don't know, not exactly insightful what I'm about to say, but if it does that, it's bearish. If it does that, it's bullish. But if it's purely because of the 9 EMA there, and just it's very key positioning right at the moment, just bang in the middle of where the price is. It's virtually right on the 9 EMA. So of course Quadzilla has drawn in a super down signal right here along with a red background, and just see how the convergence band has just tightened and to the size of a pixel, and is also noticeably like curving right down. So up here in overbought, if I was to bring in the RSI as well, just on top of that, maybe just so you can see it a bit clearer, I'll bring that to the front. And so the yellow in this case is the RSI. It's a bit sort of midway. So according to the RSI, we're just, well, it doesn't really tell us anything, does it? So it might carry on sideways a bit. Is that bullish divergence just there? Not really. Well, I don't know. No, it wasn't, was it? Because the price went up. So, yeah. Okay, I'm probably done. I think I've run out of things.
Okay.
Things to discuss. So
that's all right. That's all right. We've been rabbiting for an hour, so that's good. Let's have a little look at the comments. Mr. Delta's there. Hello. So how do you tell if it's still in play?
What?
Right. Not sure what you mean there. Should it carry on for 2.5 years?
What the bear market?
Not quite sure what you're saying there, Mr. Delta. If you can clarify a bit very quickly, that'd be good. CD saying great buying opportunities coming. Yeah. I mean, it is times like this when you actually sort of start questioning, sort of thinking like, is Bitcoin all it's cracked up to be, sort of thing, and but I think it is. I think it is. I'm not sure about a lot of altcoins.
Yeah. I had a bit of a quandary on this because my grown-up daughter just yesterday said basically, would this be a good time to buy Bitcoin?
Right.
Buy the dip and so on. And my initial response is like, well, it's a standard kind of YouTube response or whatever. It's like, well, it is not my place to advise you on, and then I think, wow, well, she's my daughter. Of course it's my place to advise her, whether she wants the advice or not, And this time she's actually asking for advice. So yeah. What did I say to her? I think similar thing to what I was saying earlier, just like,
you said, do you watch
if
our
you want
to?
Yeah, exactly. Get back up to your room and just like switch on YouTube at once. Watch every single live stream that we've done this year so far, and then just come back down. So,
so what did you say?
Basically, just kind of sure. Because like even if the price dips further, which it kind of will this year, obviously it's gonna, it'll come back up. So because for her it's very much a long-term play, she's not exactly going to be selling anytime soon. So she'll be keeping Bitcoin in that wallet for longer than I'm going to be alive. So just. Buy it, keep hold of it, and don't worry about it. But obviously, just because I think so, she's getting like a salary now. So essentially, putting some of that into the into the stocks and shares ISA, and obviously some into the pension pot, some into Bitcoin, and various other things as well. But obviously, if it dilutes that investment amount too much, then it's just, I'm going to put £1 into this pot, £1 into this pot, and so on. So
but that's all very sensible, I think. I would say that, I mean, sometimes when people like have like a big lump sum of money and they say to me, like, shall I buy Bitcoin with it? I mean, someone asked me that when it was 120K, and I kind of said, well, no, and then I tried to tell them about DCAing, and which they didn't quite understand, but
so
but that
you're saying don't buy it, but do buy it more often.
Do buy some. Yeah, I know it sounds a bit weird, but obviously if you'd have, say somebody had, I don't know, say they had like 50 grand, if they just spread that out over the last 6 months, buying, I forgot how much is last 5 months, buying 10 grand a month worth of Bitcoin, that would have actually worked out much, much better than just buying 50 grand's worth last summer, wouldn't it? So
yeah, for sure.
But now they'd probably still be down, and they'd be thinking like, well, that was rubbish.
But so in other words, that would have been the least worst.
Yeah.
Short of not buying any at all. So.
Yeah, well, I think your daughter needs to get issued a copy of Quadzilla, and literally put it on something like the weekly, and
let's do that now. Yeah. I know we're kind of overrunning a bit now, but
okay. Well,
quick look
I'm all right
on the weekly.
I'm all right for 5 or 10 minutes if needs be, but something like Quadzilla on the weekly, and just think, well, I'm going to buy it when the convergence band comes down near that 20% mark down the bottom, so like now you'd be buying it, and then maybe you'd have bought some sort of like March last year, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a really good point. This is kind of like a DCA meter, isn't it? So DCA with a slight extra layer of smarts added on top.
Yeah, I mean, the weekly might be a bit. Well, it depends what your time thingy is.
So if you like spending £1 a day or something, whatever, So
well, if you were spending £1 a day, you could literally just
on the way up. Yeah,
you could literally just I don't know. Well, just basically not buy it when the convergence band is up at the top, because that's going to be some sort of like top, or at least a local top, So
yeah, for sure. Or like I suppose I'm just kind of thinking fairly random possibilities at the moment, but it's like brainstorming. That's what it's called, isn't it? Yeah. So you could accumulate the coins not spent. So any day where there's where this isn't in the right place, it isn't in the buy zone, you just keep that pound for that day and just accumulate them. Like if you're in like Starling Bank or Monzo or whatever, you'd put it into a pot, wouldn't you? And just keep it there, and then as soon as the price does get to the buy zone, then just empty out the pot, and buy the accumulated number of pounds.
That's the way to do it, isn't it? Yeah.
So, that's not bad. That's smart DCA, and I might just run some stats on that a bit later, just see if that would actually work out better in the long run than simply DCAing.
Okay.
Quite nice. Get Quadzilla is a smart DCAing tool.
Do you know how to do that kind of strategy testing stuff with trading? All right, because I don't know how to do that.
Oh,
maybe we might.
Well, you need a strategy script.
Right. Okay. So I mean, so could I write a strategy that would say like, buy on the 3 daily super ups and then sell on the 3 daily super downs?
Yeah, that sort of thing. I mean, we probably just do something like that if you want. Just
might be quite a fun thing to do, actually, just to sort of try a few things out, and at the same time it would kind of prove that Quadzilla is pretty good. Obviously it wouldn't be like the best strategy ever.
Yeah,
but it would
yeah,
prove.
for definite. Just kind of like novel ways of using it, really, that actually
Yeah,
turn out
yeah,
to be quite damned useful. So
yeah.
yeah,
And then if somebody wanted to automate it, I suppose they could, couldn't they?
yeah,
I mean, you can do that sort of thing in Blofin. You can actually import a TradingView strategy, I believe, and then create a bot from it. If you wanted to. But
yeah,
it'd be good to sort of test it a bit first and just try a few really simple things. Because I know, like Eric Crone's got a strategy where it's something like you go long on Sunday at midnight, and then you close at midnight on Monday or something. It's something as simple as that. But it's got like a 58% positive outcome.
yeah.
So
Things where you just
therefore,
wouldn't really think that it should. Yeah. So therefore,
well, it has a bias. So it's actually, if you knew that you're always going to get like a 58% win rate, you'd do it all the time, wouldn't you?
it's an edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it's just the drawdown. The drawdown is the killer on that sort of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like, is it going to just blow the account before you actually start to see the veering towards the 8% in your favour?
Right.
So, yeah.
And you can make strategies from alerts, can you? Is that how it works?
Well, I suppose you probably could. I mean, I could look into it a bit, but you could. So the strategy itself is basically it's a script, just like a indicator,
right?
But it's like with just different stuff at the top and that sort of thing. So you'd have similar conditions, like so you kind of tell it within the script where to open a long, where to open a short, where to stop out, or whatever, all that stuff, where to take profit. But then, yeah, so it's kind of interesting. It is something to explore a bit more, certainly for Quadzilla, I think. 'Cause it'd be quite nice to open it up as a strategy, so people can actually use it for that.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah,
I think that'd make some great content as well, I think.
Yeah, for definite. One to discuss. So we should do it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Quadzilla strategy on its way.
Well, there you go. And I think on that note, if we do that, that's going to be for an exclusive group of people who use Quadzilla
in the Save with Crypto Discord.
Yeah.
Which you ought to join.
So go and get it. Yeah, you can actually join the Discord for nothing by going to saveofcrypto.org/Discord.
Yeah.
And
bring it Quadzilla.
And then you can also get Quadzilla as well at saveofcrypto.org/QZ, or you can scan that QR code in the corner.
Yeah.
What else?
Essentially, all the stuff that we were kind of talking about during that TA around the just kind of like retracement levels, retracement channels, the convergence zone, and actually let's bring it up. These all of this as a sneaky extra, it shows the EMAs on the screen as well, but also augments them with some extra shading, which I might have switched off at the moment, but it kind of shades when they're converging in a particular way, so you kind of know that a trend is about, or very likely about to happen. So all of those things you kind of get within Quadzilla. You also get built-in stats as well, so you can kind of if I show you that stats, yeah, so you get like super up down signal stats, retracement level stats on there, which kind of give you percentage rates and things of success. So like here, this is on Bitcoin, on what are we on? Oh, on the daily. The retracement levels have a so the step 2 of that has a 97.1% kind of consistency success rate for the step 2 of the bearish retracement levels. Step 2 for the bullish, interestingly, is 78%. So which is still very, very high. But maybe the point there is that this this doesn't hide anything. You know, you can kind of just go in and see for yourself exactly how the indicator is performing, and so it's, and then of course you can change settings in here and just kind of see how it affects these things. Like for example, other things. If you hover over those, it tells you about them, like how many days or how many candles really that each of these retracement steps on average takes, and other things. Yeah, the amount of kind of like draw down and draw up, I suppose. The range, effectively, the price range above and below each retracement level. All these sorts of things. It just kind of tells you about that. And so you can go on to different charts, asset pairs and time frames, and see, and just find a good one where these are especially kind of consistent and good, and trade that. So it gives you the edge for that. So, you know, honestly, if you're not using Quadzilla already, then just, you're crazy. you get Quadzilla now, maybe. So should we finish? I think.
I think so.
Before I shill some more, you know.
Yeah, that's great, brilliant. Right, thanks for everyone for coming along, and thank you, Maff, for being here and doing your stuff as well. That's great.
Sure.
But if everyone can do us a massive favour, if you can like the live stream, that'd be good. If you're watching this later, then just leave a comment below and stuff, and you know, ask any questions you like, or just say hello or whatever. Yeah, I really do want to get this this what do you call it, YouTube channel like really rocking this year. So you know, as much as you can do to sort of share it and, you know, bookmark it, tweet it, whatever, you know, but be really appreciated. And yeah, and so thank you for all for coming along. So see you tomorrow. All right. Oh, actually, I'll let you know about
not tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what to do on Tuesdays, but
yeah,
yeah,
so probably not tomorrow, but certainly Wednesday.
Not tomorrow at 12 o'clock anyway, but possibly later in the day, or possibly Wednesday. All right.
Sure.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Okay.
See you,
Cheers.
Maff, and see you soon. Right. Bye.
Bye.